All right, so hey YouTube, we're gonna go over what happened to me after I quit my job. Okay, I was extremely stressed out. I had a death in the family, and I did not know how to cope with work and with outside circumstances, and so I let my job go. The stress set in really quickly because I was living paycheck to paycheck. So when it was time for the next paycheck, I got paid because I had worked, but then coming time around for the next payday, no money came in. And so I went out and got a vehicle. That was my first mistake. Then I applied for a loan. Second mistake, to hold me over until I get another job. And then I cashed out my 401k. That was my last mistake. So quickly that money ran out because I tried to pay up my credit cards and try to stay on time for everything and make sure my credit score was in good shape. And I did not know that it would take so long to find another job, in which I still don't have another job. So yeah, so the loan quickly ran out. Okay, so I got a loan. I was just like, it's only for a couple of thousand. It'll hold me over until I get a job. Um, I really fell really, really hard. Like, I don't know if it was depression or what, but it was like crying a lot. Just being distant from family members. Um, getting in arguments with people about losing my job and just trying to justify myself leaving the job, which I was just like, I'm fatigued. My body is like hurting as far as my joints. And so I thought that the VA was going to help me. Okay, so for those of y'all who do not know what the VA is the Veterans Administration. Okay, so sometimes you have to be in the military or be prior service to know who they are. Okay, so this administration, gave me my 80%, which I was happy about, don't get me wrong. And I was living off of that to help pay mortgage and to pay my car note and food. Okay, so I thought that my help was going to come from the military because I served 8 years, 3 years active, and 5 years in the National Guard. And so I thought that they were going to give me my 100% because I served and I did my time. And it was Operation Iraqi Freedom, to be exact. I was overseas in a war situation and suffered a lot of, physical ailments as well as mental ailments. Suffered military sexual trauma, PTSD, hyperhidrosis. It's basically a whole array of things, okay? So I claimed these things and I put it on the claim. I was waiting because I was like, for sure I'm going to get my 100% because I've been all I can be in the Army, okay? And I know a lot of women or soldiers who are so-called female did not deploy. They got pregnant and evaded their military services, but I didn't. I fulfilled my military obligation and my duties. I got out with an honorable discharge twice. And also, like I said, I served overseas in a wartime situation. All right, so fast forwarded to when I lost my job. Here's when I can say, you guys, if you have a belief and a hope in a higher power, you can get help. When this world shuts you out and like the VA, I just knew they were going to come to my rescue. Come to my rescue like I, served and did my time. I was like, okay, I'm going to get my compensation. I'm going to get my 100% and I'm not going to have to work and, be in all this pain and, high stress and anxiety environments. But that was not the case. Okay. But I do want to let y'all know that the most unexpected thing happened, okay? So my money ran out as far as my loan. My 401k ran out. Like I was spent. I thought like everything's gonna fall behind. Like my credit score dropped 100 points because I couldn't pay my car note. It's just a lot of crazy stuff was happening. And then so I was talking with my sister, um, and she was just like, you know what, God told me to help you. And I was like, what? I was like, and this is my sister that, no, I'm not trying to put her down or nothing, but, she's like in between jobs and trying to get her life together and, may not have a lot of money. So I wasn't expecting her to do all the stuff that she did. But she put food in my house. Now, when I say food, I'm not saying like, maybe a loaf of bread. No, she put food in my house, like $300 worth of groceries in my house, okay? Um, she took her income taxes and paid my mortgage and all the bills that were behind for me. And I was like, wow, God will show up, like the Most High God will show up and will rescue you. And it's gonna be in ways that you didn't expect. So, also my other sister helped me too. She has her 100% from the military. But she helped me. She bought groceries for my house as well. Put, a couple of dollars in my pocket. But needless to say, like when I quit, I thought it was over. I thought that I was going to lose my house, my car, just everything, like my marriage, my children. And, I just really got down on myself because I was like, this is it. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, my body is too tired to work, and I've been searching for jobs, and I haven't been getting them. And then when I do, so-called get them, there's no daycare. All the daycares in our area are full. And so I just, decided, there's nothing I can do right now. Because before I was working second shift, I didn't need daycare. Now it's like I can't find a second shift job that can match that money. But God will show up, y'all. God will show up. Okay, you hear me? It's like, I was just like, I don't know what's going to happen. I was preparing myself to be out and homeless again. And I serve my country and I'm a veteran and I have 8 years in the military. The military does not care. So, to young people that want to join the military, I would definitely advise against it because when you get down and out, they don't help you. And I hate to say that, because I used to love being in the military. I love standing by my country and just, being all I can be and just, serving in the military. But when I got out, I realized they don't care about you anymore. You're not in there anymore. So you're very expendable and you can easily be replaced. And, you're going to be forgotten when you get out. Like I said, I do get my 80%. Don't get me wrong. I'm not completely forgotten, but I still would advise against going in the military, especially for females. Okay, for women, you don't get a lot of protection. And then we try to come forward about it, it quickly gets swept under the rug. Like that young lady who was Hispanic and got raped, and then the guy killed her. And it didn't get out to the news months and months later. Nobody knew about it. That can definitely be you. You might not get killed, but, it's happened to so many women in the military. And all I can say is you're going to have to hang really closely to your faith. That's pretty much all I have for this video. I'll probably make more, but that's what I have for right now. Don't give up and know that God is here and watching you and will take care of you and will show up on your behalf. And it's the best feeling because I was really expecting the military to come through, but lo and behold, God came through. you know, from my sister, like taking her tax money, and she got like thousands of dollars. And I just want to thank her and thank God and just thank everyone watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and pass this on. And know that you can never give up and never doubt God, and just keep the fight. Like even if you feel like you're gonna lose everything, you can get through a Job situation and come out on the other side better off than you did before. All right.